Hello and good morning, citizens. Today we will be interviewing a citizen about one of the biggest issues in society and what are causing these problems. I will be passing this to my partner Danya to interview a fellow citizen.
Thank you, Zara. So to find out more about that problem, today we're going to be interviewing a fellow citizen. Excuse me. So can I ask you a question?
Yeah, feel free to ask.
So there's been a problem happening in your area and we would like to know more about it. So what is the problem?
The problem is there's too much of food waste that can be composed, but it wouldn't decompose and releases pungent smell. So the pungent smell are emitting some carbon emission to the air and making the carbon dioxide thicker by 1.4%. That's all from me.
Thank you for that information. So right now I'll be passing it back to Zara.
Thank you, Danya and Arash, for the information. Luckily, we have found a solution to this issue. An innovation company has been developing an effective product, and now we have Sivesh who will briefly explain about the product.
So, we created an AGRO-Bin, a machine that can compost food waste. It is driven by kinetic energy bicycling to generate electricity. This machine only uses green energy without electricity from external sources, which reduces carbon emissions. At the same time, electricity usage is reduced by the consumer. On top of that, we also solve the time-depleting problem through a heating process at moderate temperature and involving immediate blending. As a result, the compost will become more hygienic as it is dry and the granules will become smaller.
Quite interesting. So, tell me, how does the AGRO-Bin actually work?
Let me show you how it works. Now I will pass the mic to Afka, who will be explaining about the product.
Thank you, Sivesh. So now I shall be explaining on the mechanisms of AGRO-Bin. Just like what Sivesh have explained just now, our AGRO-Bin uses VIC generator as a source of power. So the electricity generated will be stored inside the rechargeable battery under the AGRO-Bin. But how does the user uses it? So first, user will have to dump in all the food waste into the internal bin, close the lid, press the switch, and first of all, the central fan here will pull in air from outside into the AGRO-Bin, and it will start with the dehydration process, which will dry up the food waste. And here, the humidity sensor, it will detect water vapor. So when water vapor has been detected, meaning that evaporation has occurred and the food waste has dried up and it has turned into compost. So the humidity sensor, it will send signal to the system and will immediately stop the dehydration process and start with the blending process, which will be done by the blade for up to 10 minutes. And when that has been done, user can take out the internal bin and bring to their respective plant to be used.
Oh, I see. What are the impacts of AGRO-Bin?
Okay, so hi, I'm Azim. So now I'll be talking about the impacts of the project. So what are the main impacts of the project, of this project AGRO-Bin? So the main impacts is to create a positive impact towards the environment and promote a sustainable waste management practice for the future generation and for a cleaner environment in the future.
I see. Thank you.
So now I'll be passing it to Geeta.
So Geeta, what is the marketing potential of the AGRO-Bin?
Okay, so the marketing potential has two main points. The first one is our product, the AGRO-Bin. It runs on kinetic energy. So basically how it works is we will pedal with the bicycle and also the kinetic energy will convert into electrical energy. The next point is the AGRO-Bin reduces carbon emission. This is because the carbon dioxide that comes out from the AGRO-Bin when it is being heated will be transported into the drain that will neutralize the alkali water because the carbon dioxide is acidic. Okay, next, our product, the AGRO-Bin, it will be marketed to two main suppliers who are household and also small farmers.
See, thank you for the information.
From all the information that we've been collecting, we can conclude that the AGRO-Bin can turn this into this with less carbon emission and less foul smell. It will not just benefit the community, but it will also benefit the sustainability of a country. Thus, let's join hands in hands to create a sustainable environment for everyone.